That robbed Darling of any genuine opportunity.
Smith caught by Darling, some pressure at least. Tackles Guerra hard. That's ball. He threw that away. Umpire didn't pay it. Footy gods are here. Deserved a goal. Gets a goal from Embley.
Here's the skipper who did so well on the boundary line, but has held it up too long that time.
Trouble now.
Grimes, turnover, and Lacroix goes for a gallop. He's got no one in front of him.
Just trying to bail out, literally picked up by Gaff. From behind Darling, he worked his way to the front. He's a class player. Shuey is a fine young player. And he's kicked it low and into the 50. Was there an arm chop there? There wasn't. Darling took a while to find his balance. It's close. It's a terrific goal.
And Selwood kicks long to the square. Cox right underneath it. Couldn't quite get it in the end. Darling was the man at the front of the pack. That was great play from Darling. He just stepped into the oncoming pack.
So not a mark this time. Kennedy just cornered, hemmed in beautifully by Garland, but he didn't panic. Top of the square, they'll go again. Schofield's down there, and so is Darling. At it again there, Darling.
I reckon his real name's Thurston.
Grimes, or Toompas snookered, and there was just nowhere out for him.
Going back to 1985 and St Kilda for a worse start to the season than what Melbourne have put on the board so far.
Darling, and again, he'll be looking for another. Hoping to get his fifth. He shrugs them all off, gets himself clear, shows them how to do it.
Ashton Hams turns around on the left, tries to respond. Darling! This will be a good goal. Darling makes it look easy and he threads the needle.
Towards half forward. Over the head of Darling. Down in. Caught. Darling takes off. Spears the handball to Cripps. Sub came on. Back to Darling. Caught. Got a kick on it. And it's there. And again, Spears looking for Darling. This could get him back on the map. Lines it up. And he's back in form as well, perhaps. Marston takes off. Darling's in the square. Hill, third man up. Darling back of the pack. Can you believe it? He's got 5 before half-time.
No one went at the 40. Nobody inside the forward 50. Darling knocks it forward. McMahon did well. So did Darling. He's got a black belt in what, Baz? He applied one of those holds there.
Black belt in tackling.
Well, that's a given, Baz, but there's a black belt, I think, in one of the martial arts. Good use.
It just leaves you so vulnerable in this situation. Look at the wave of West Coast players coming through.
Gaff on the left. A little bit of push, a little bit of hands there, but he was so strong, Darling. Takes them on, takes on Bunteen, and then delivers to Darling. With him, Bruce, who can keep their feet. Darling did. Bruce went down. Darling stayed up. Net result, goal Darling, goal West Coast.
Little 1-2 with Wilson.
No target forward, though.
Now Darling gets back into the space.
Did well.
And maybe within range. From outside 50, he strikes it well.
Wow.
It's long, it's strong, it's majestic.
Hawthorn, and they lost by nearly 10 goals that night. Roses kick to half forward. Oh, that is a strong mark.
55 out, handball to Kerr on the run. Launches from 52. High ball to the square. Darling. Carlisle's there, left standing. Lacroix swoops on the footy. Left foot around the corner to Darling. He marks. He was going to go too. And he may still play on here. He does immediately. Kick around the body. Gee, the Bombers weren't awake to that. And he has marked. He'll have a difficult shot. No, he won't, because he's given it off to Lacroix. Lacroix had players all around him out of midair. Darling has kicked an absolute ripper. Bit of Del Piero about that. So that'll be his third. Jack Darling.
Heads wide, that kick not so good. Cut off by Cripps, got his arm free. Cox has already had a signer. Gives to Darling, pocket, takes some time, and uses it wisely. Prentice bangs it back inside 50. Kennedy off his chest to the back. Darling, open goal. It is everybody's Darling. Darling's got the hot hands. 5. Daniel Pearce hasn't seen it for a while. In a spot of bother there. Hutchings keeps it alive. Cripps.
Kennedy offers. He ignores that. Slants one down towards the pocket. Darling took it off the fingertips of Boyd. Wheels around. Kicks a goal. How was that? Gaff breaks away. Hutchings at close quarters. Very close. Back to Gaff. Sends it long down towards the pocket. Talia trying to knock it away. Well done by Darling. ground, juggled the footy, took all that Talia could give him and more.
Out to the wing, Kennedy for Darling. So they collaborate nicely. Thompson after him, but no one can stop Darling at the moment. He steadied and put enough on the kick to get it deep to the square to Schofield.
To Kennedy and Darling, Hail Mary type kicks.
So here we go, Bagley over the top. Zaharakis has to wait for it. He's caught and
tackle.
gone. Absolutely gone. Darling's tackle was magnificent.
He's got at the defensive side of the wing to Selwood. Made it interesting. Now Rosa lays it off to Priddis. Priddis 80 metres from goal to the pocket, and Darling, he's very adept at taking that mark, and now clatters into the fence, and I think maybe dressing it up a little bit.
That's probably the cleanest bit of footy we've seen from West Coast all night, to be honest. So before that little mishap, they were able to get it cleanly down the line. But the percentages from here are never too good. That's pretty good in the end. Well, that's a remarkable goal.